ready, break. Set, cut, Smith, red. Yellow.
They'll run. It's the rookie from Alabama. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Now they'll set up to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
Not the sharpest of starts on offense here an early 3rd and long. Throwing now from the gun. He's going to look for the home run ball.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And no chance to turn upfield. He's forced out of bounds after a very short return. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. He'll throw to begin with Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Get set, get set.
Purdy works out of the pistol. The open man is Jennings. First brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Purdy now on 3rd and 2. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
On the ready. Ready. 50, green. Strike, hunt.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Niners' 42-yard line.
Ready.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Come on, set, ready.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's behind the line, and the ball is out. And fortunately, he's able to cover it up. It will not be a turnover, but will go down as a sack.
And man, does he dodge a bullet right there, Mike, on that sack. He's fortunate. That ball bounced right back to him. He's able to recover it and keep possession for his team.
This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
no return forthcoming. It's a tough sack, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
It's 3rd and 4.
Get set. Get set.
Out of the gun. It's Purdy. It's Knox, the tight end. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
49er.
Well, we give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Purdy. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their linemen out in front of him, so either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient. But either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
Here's Purdy again. Open is Knox over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
At the 46-yard line.
2 first downs, and they are at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. To throw once more, it's Purdy. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. It's 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7. They'll throw again with Purdy. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more...
Oh, look at this! It's a fake! And it's down the field and caught! And they will finally bring him down, but what a call there! The fake works, big yardage, and the first down. 1st and 10.
Get set.
On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second
From
and
29, here's 2nd down and 7.
Outside.
Play action now. Purdy. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
3rd down, they need 5.
Get set. Get set.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's brought in by Myers. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
at the 13-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6.
Get set. Get set.
Here's Purdy. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Dawson Knox. Touchdown, San Francisco. That is 1st touchdown this year.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Punt.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The Steelers with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. They have it 2nd and 4 coming up.
Here we go.
They'll stick with him again. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll try to run for it with Johnson. And he'll get to the 48. That's going to be good enough. It'll pick up a 1st down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Back, ready.
Now this time they'll look to throw. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Commit. Set, hut. Set, hut.
Back to the ground after the penalty. He'll work forward for a couple. Wh0Chanel, the linebacker, there for the tackle.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about one. Keanu Benton there for the stop.
It's a gain of a yard. And this is third.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for third down.
Let's go now. Set.
Back to throw. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
On the double.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Going to give the ball over on down.
Result of the play is a
Yeah, so I think, Mike, this is one of those decisions where the conditions and the elements definitely come into play. I think in a normal day of clear weather, this coach makes a different decision in this situation. But here, I can totally understand why he decided to be aggressive and go for it on fourth down.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
That's caught by McCaffrey. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain of 24 through the air. First down, 49ers.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
Throwing on first down is Purdy. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help them at all.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Third and long. Back to the air is Purdy. able to complete it to Ayuk. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. A big play there with Purdy to Ayuk to gain of 43 yards. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it first and goal.
Get set, get set.
Throwing again is Purdy. He's hit as he throws. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Outside. Wh0aTV, watch out. Stop.
Purdy going to put it up again. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
2 incomplete passes now lead to this third down and goal.
Get set, get up.
On play action, here's Purdy. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field. Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot. Your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
But dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Ready, set. Set, hut.
Drive will start on the ground. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
37-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. They'll come up now for second down and 4.
Come on, set. Push, ready.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll it forward for maybe a yard. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Ready, ready. Hut.
On third down, here's Johnson. He's going to have it up there for the first down. Take it up to the 43-yard line.
Defensively, Mike, I actually thought they did a pretty nice job stringing this out on third down, but they just can't get him on the ground. So nice job there by the back, knowing exactly what he needed, and he's able to pick up the first down.
That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Pat Fryermuth, the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down. Now they'll set up to throw. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to air one out for Metcalf.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Here we go.
Back to the air again on second. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Timeout 49ers. That is their second as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long.
32. Hut.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. The Niners will use their third and final timeout. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. No chance to turn upfield. He's forced out of bounds after a very short return.
At their own 17-yard line.
Off the play fake, Purdy. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
At the 41-yard line.
Get set. Yellow. 18.
Purdy on first down. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now, this is a surprise. Right out of the locker room, they'll try the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there. And they'll send this one away.
Pretty bold call right there, but what you're looking for out of the locker room is just a spark of some sort. They thought they could get it on their special teams. They don't. Now they put their defense in a tough spot, trying to not allow them to extend this lead.
Purdy now, he'll throw on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. So, from the 37, here's second and 5. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down.
Yellow. Yellow.
Here's Purdy. That one caught. It's Knox, the tight end. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
Initially, when the quarterback looked his tight end's way, I thought he had a chance for a big pickup. He had nice separation there early. Let's give credit to the defense. They were able to rally quickly to the ball and keep that from being an even bigger game.
It's that.
First and 10 for Purdy. They'll try to set the screen to McCaffrey. And he will get into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown. 49ers.
We used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Niners 17. Steelers nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Hardman now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Take over first and 10. Their own 29-yard line.
Ready?
Up the middle they go. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that ball.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 37-yard line.
Ready, set.
Here's second and 2.
Come on, set. Hut, hut.
Here's a toss as they look to run. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Here's a third down and 4.
Set, go.
He'll look to throw. And he's very close to a first down. Out of bounds right at the marker. Spot is just a little short. So it is fourth down.
They came up a little bit short there on third down, but I think the reality is, Mike, they've been in 4-down territory for a while now. You find yourself down multiple scores. You cannot afford to waste any of these possessions.
And he's going to have the Steelers first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the fourth down conversion. The Niners use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Ready, ready, ready.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. From the 41. Here's second and 9.
Set, ready, set.
He'll drop to throw. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
The Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Like, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they won't let him get away. He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
And that'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. That is rare. You don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. First down.
Ready.
Handoff here, up the middle. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Nick Bosa. He gets in to record his 2nd sack of the game, number 4 on the season. First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
And he will not be able to turn up field. They'll drop him behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. He's inside the 40. Brandon Ayuk. And he will dive into the end zone. 83 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. Now try here for the point after. He gets it to go, and the 49ers are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Austin now to return this. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Stoppage here, one of the 49ers is down. Athletic training staff looking at him, so will step aside.
On the set. Here we go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. On the move left.
Faster.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 45-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
double.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and a yard.
Ready?
Back to throw. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it's going to bring up third down.
He's really struggled with his accuracy all game long, and when you look, Mike, I think he's had some opportunities downfield to connect with his guys, and it's one of the biggest reasons they find themselves trailing here late in this game.
And he's got it. He'll move the chains. First down at the 47.
And this is just a defeated defense at this point in the game, Mike. It's been like this all day long. They just have not been able to get the stops when they've needed them. Here's another chance on third down, and they just can't make a play. He's got to do a better job using his eyes, Mike, and he's just not manipulating the defense at all by looking off the defenders. And at this level of ball, if you just continue to stare down your primary read, you're going to lead the defenders right to the ball, and he's lucky this one just fell incomplete.
Going up top. And that is incomplete.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack, but then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there is probably the best possible outcome.
Yellow, 43, ready.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him.
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Wh0aTV.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do, if that's the case, is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
Get set, get set. Wh0aTV, watch out. On first and 10, Purdy. Over the middle to Ayuk, complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. Outside. Wh0aTV, watch out. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. First down throw there is incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience. They got there in a hurry. And they might, I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
And he's lucky this one didn't go back the other way, Mike. He got away with just a bad decision, bad throw, and defensively, you get a chance to steal a possession for your offense. You've got to capitalize and make those plays.
Oh, that is terrific. Out of bounds, inside the 5-yard line.
Black Ultra. Down.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be incomplete. Very stout. That's going to bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. And they're going to move this one all the way up near the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Back to the air one more time. And they will finally run him down up near midfield. A gain there of 21. Good for a Steeler first down.
Gain of 21 yards. And the Steeler first down.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
And you see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. I mean, that was almost his 3rd interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath. Don't continue to force throws into bad spots. Take what's there, find the open target, and maintain possession.
And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard.
Now they'll set up to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And the Niners are going to take possession.
At this point, they're just trying to make something positive happen here late in the 4th quarter. This secondary blanketed the entire field, and the ball ends up falling into the wrong arms.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
He's going to dial up another deep ball. That's caught! And he's going to take this one all the way. 79 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the 4th.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Hardman now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we cut.
Here's a toss, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One first down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Yellow, 1. Set, ready.
Now it gives up the middle. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stopped him for no gain.
Yeah, and this play, Mike, is really just the epitome of what we've seen this entire game. They have not been able to get anything going offensively. It almost seems like they've been operating going in reverse the entire day. In this case, another run, another loss.
And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
A gain of 2 on the play. And this
look to throw. And this ball incomplete on third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He's going to air one out for Metcalf.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Steelers' 35-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. To throw is Purdy. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
He finds his big receiver, that's Jennings. And he will have the first down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
18-yard line.
Throwing again is Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he's in! Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying, it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Hardman now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Check right. Ready. Cut.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Let's go. Set. Go.
He'll go with the counter on first down. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Come on. Set. Red. Cycle. Yellow. Hut.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Nick Bosa. He gets in to record his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Here we go. Set.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He's going to air this one out. That is hard. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. A gain of 57 yards. And he gets back to Hardman. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And this defense standing tall in the red zone. They stop it for no gain. And now it's 4th and goal. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway.
Ready?
No reason not to go for it at this point. They will on 4th and goal.
Set.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll work his way out right.
You just had a feeling that this might be coming, right? It's kind of been brewing all game, Mike. You see it so often on 4th down. The most difficult play to defend deep in the red zone is quarterback scramble. The defense lets the quarterback get outside the pocket. It puts so much pressure on your paced defenders in the secondary, and they can't latch on, and he takes it on himself.
Ready up.
The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here we go. One final play. And that final throw here is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Wh0Walker. And the Niners are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this